Miss Pamela Achieng Sombe to the stage.
It was the first time Pamela Achieng had ever received an award for anything, being named the UN Kenya Personality of the Year 2011 for her noble profession, a nurse. For her, the most humble of recognitions and one she had never thought possible in her 7-year experience.
I had never imagined that such award could be bestowed on me. A simple nurse working in a dispensary in a remote part of Kenya. I wish to start off by thanking the entire United Nations system in Kenya.
She was working on her acceptance speech when we first met her 2 days before in Bondo, a speech that told not only the story of a 45-year-old nurse, but also that of a tiny dispensary, Nduru Kidero, a loud noise from Kidero that tells of a struggle to provide care even under the worst of circumstances. This 45-year-old's everyday routine, one that sees her provide pre- and postnatal services to over 3,000 women from 6 villages in the area. Women such as 25-year-old Judith Aoko, who's now 5 months pregnant with her 4th child. This is the 2nd child Judith will deliver in a hospital, her first 2 having been delivered at home. This is also the first time Judith is going through the prenatal process, allowing Nurse Pamela to guide her throughout her pregnancy by monitoring progress and offering advice. But as she leaves for home, Pamela knows that there is no guarantee she will help Judith when that time comes. She can only take in 1 pregnant woman at a time because she only has 1 bed in this entire facility.
Some of them may turn very sick that needs to be admitted for observation, and I don't have space, no beds for them. I have to assess whoever has come that in an early stage, like a mother in labor still in an early stage. I have to make arrangement for referral. So this one will force me to look for a border.
Pamela is, however, known throughout this tiny village. She's the only nurse, and so despite the shortage in equipment and personnel, this community, riddled with such challenges as poverty and illiteracy, trust her with their children and women. Both born and unborn, relying on her to nurse them back to health and make everything okay. Pamela may want to have a normal 8 to 5 hour schedule, but hers is a profession that sees her on call around the clock.
So most of the time, when clients come in the night, especially those that are mothers that are in labor, I'm forced to look for a lantern. And in some cases, when I stay longer with the client, the paraffin gets finished. I am forced to use even a spotlight.
But despite the challenges,
after doing the all work, after assisting a mother, I always get motivated when I see a newborn crying after being born, a newborn getting on well, same to the mother.
Such is the strength that continues to sustain a tiny village despite such odds, and one that continues to drive this mother of 4 to provide more in terms of service.
I would wish to have a maternity be put in the facility, because the life of a mother in labor is more worse because it carries 2 people.
Part of Pamela Achieng's acceptance speech reads, and I quote, "This award is not mine alone," end quote, telling of a greater struggle by a small village called Nduru Kidero that, just like its name, hopes to make just enough noise to be heard. Evelyn Wambui, Citizen TV in Bondo,